Going at 13 to 2 on Dust too, I mean seriously, but they're going to go for the rush onto B, and it looks like Latro is going to put a few bullets in the heads of those players as they just all go down apart from Schneider and Modi in the mid, managing to make it all connect and happen for Epsilon there. That was a good save at the end. It was looking pretty bad at the start, but
yeah, great job there from Schneider and Modi. Too bad I missed that action in middle. Well, yeah. 2 versus 4, managed to get 4 Glock headshots in a row, so a must win for them if they want to be able to win this map, but it's still going to be very, very, very hard.
Yeah, and 2 AKs coming out, 1 for Snyder, 1 for Modi, and we have Well-Let-It going down at long, so they've opened up long now, so this is a good start for Epsilon, as they have Seas, Kibakin, and Latro left on the B side. Flusher will deal with Latro, but Flusher going to drop that SMG to Kibakin, but long range it shouldn't be very helpful. And a nice little trade there. And 3 versus 1 is the situation. Snyder is going to find himself perhaps Kibakin with an SMG. He's got to be careful. This is dangerous territory. Close range versus SMG. You never know what's going to happen. But Snyder is smartly going to fall back. Why take the fight at close range?
Yeah, for sure. And like, why risk giving him an AK when he only has an SMG? It's it doesn't make any sense.
It's a no-brainer. And Devilwalk seems like he wants to try it, but he had the SMG, so it's okay. And there you go. So they did lose 2 players, but at least this is the right way to go.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, if they can like, this is going to sound silly, but like if they lose the first weapon round Epsilon in a 1 versus 1, then win the next round, they can put themselves in such a good economical position that they actually could make a comeback.
And like, how do you feel about the double op setup for the terrorists on this map?
Double op as terrorist is, I would say, a pretty poor position, since you always need the AK is just so much more flexible in an after-plan situation, especially in the B-bomb site.
Nice double op pitch running out too long. Because I actually saw that FBgaming were favoring that double AWP towards the end of the last half, the last few rounds, 5 or 6 rounds I think, they had double AWPs, and they were just using those. I mean, whatever they were doing was working against Epsilon somehow.
They're Russians, they're always doing something crazy.
Yeah. Seems to be a standard, a Russian standard. Be crazy, make it work. Double walk on suicide there with the grenades.
And we're going to see a fast A push here, and there's nobody defending long, so this might actually be quite successful, I would think.
Yeah, look, Ubi's going to have to be on CT ramp here. He's going to find himself smoked up. Well, they're also going to be close range there. Just gets gunned down straight away. Jesper bringing in that AWP that's so good that we know him for. And Modi's going to be coming up from Cat as well. Modi with a quick 2 there. And that's going to just leave Kibakin and Latro over at mid. What can they possibly hope to do? Devilwalk is ready and waiting with the stab on mid. Should they dare approach through that angle? But actually now giving away his position to try and make the trade happen. He does get the frag, and he's very low, so he's got to be careful. But they're 4 versus 1 now, and Latro with that M4, they wanted to take him down, but how much should they commit to this?
They really should commit to it again. I mean, they have a lot of money, and there he goes down. So I just want to talk about this round. This very, very weird. I mean, they rush out long. There's nobody there, and they're like, okay, there's probably somebody aggressive catwalk or short. But like Modi just came up short without any opposition at all. So the question I'm telling you, like, where were FBgaming? Like, nobody at long, nobody at short. So they basically took a risk or something.
Yeah. Really interesting stuff. And actually, Jesper, the AWP player for Epsilon, is actually in B right now. Looking at B. I wonder if he's going to go for a quick pick, but actually Snyder is where the action is, making the aggression on Cat there, and he does take a lot of damage. He's going to fall back with that kill. Oh, he's going to probably go down there, the aggression, and UB's going to sprint for that AK, and an AK going to UB almost for free there. And Jesper is going to have to catch him, and he does. And right there, you got brilliant play overall.
Yeah, and 5-0 this half, and everything looking good for Epsilon. However, they do have a lot of money in it right now, FBgaming. So
they're walking a tightrope. The razor's edge. They can't make a single mistake with the round because they
only lose 3 more rounds.
Then
they lose. So
exactly, they're not in a position to give away a single round. And Jesper again, he might make the quick jump across with the AWP to make the pick into B, and Looks like he just makes his presence known but doesn't connect with anything, just being a nuisance. And
they already have long. This is so good for Epsilon, and they got the first frag as well.
oh, seized with a beautiful headshot there to defend long, and we can see Devil walk there on the cam at the B side. They're not necessarily liking the A side so much. Snyder's got some good information, doesn't even make another pick. He's going to find Quebec in there as well as his teammates push up the B tunnels. Snyder in this 1v1, can he make it work for himself? It's a 1v2 now, and unfortunately he does go down, but he may have just bought enough time for his team Epsilon as they make their way into B.
They totally bought that fake. The bomb is going to go down in B now, and this is going to be very, very tough for fbgaming.
And Jesper covering the window, the flash going to turn his eyes away, opening up a little bit of room for aggression. And here, surely they come. fbgaming want to make the retake. They're going to go for it very soon here. Through the site, they got all the grenades in. Oh, Jesper, such a crucial defensive shot there. And had he missed that, maybe they get in the site.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, fbgaming is going to decide to save now. They know they need as many weapon rounds as they can get, because they do not want to be forced to an eco round now when the rounds is just going Epsilon's way so fast. And that's the thing about terrorists on this map. It's just like 6-0, and it's like happens before you notice it, and they're back in the game. And I don't know. This can actually be quite tough for fbgaming.
Yeah, they have to break that momentum. I guess. I mean, you've probably been in the position before where it feels like you can't kill your opponents. Almost like you can't win a round because it's like you forget how it feels. It's been so long. Like.
I know exactly what you mean.
The mounting psychological obstacle there as a two-man setup on B there, and Quebec might float back down to mid to try and get some information, and looks like that is the case. They're playing pretty defensively. Quebec and they only have World Edit with the AWP, and he's over at the CT ramp there, and it looks like the approach coming in from the mid there. Lovely B split into B there, and look at that. Quebec with a very crucial defense, buying enough time for Ubik to come in from behind there. Flusher with a response though, and Jesper has to be good with the AWP right now, but he has to change away as he is the last man standing. He needs something with a bit more versatility to defend the site, and it looks like What It feels the same way, and this is going to be tough. Oh, I love this play from Jesper, going aggressive, and this is just amazing. Oh, but he can't quite close it out. I love that aggressive move there.
Yeah, great try there from Jesper, doing exactly what they needed to do in that position, but didn't manage to get the last frag. However, that was a 1v1 victory for fbgaming, so if they lose this round, their money is just going to be out the toilet. So
yeah,
a lot of pressure on both teams right now, because if Epsilon loses this, their opponent is going to have 15 rounds.
Yep, and two FAMAS is coming out for Seized and Natro there. Well done it again with the AWP as expected. And again, I love the smart decision making in that position. But look, we have 3 men on long A actually, and 3 men for Epsilon on long A. This could be an absolute bloodbath here. Seized gets one on, and there's a trade. In fact, and Ubik, Flusher, Seized, just well done it left with the AWP. But Flusher, he knows that what they did was already good enough. Like being in a position where they're a man up against CT. Like, what can CT do? They have to, like, cover so many spots. How do they do it? They just have to stick together as Epsilon now, as a terrorist side. They just have to stick together, and they can attack the problem together and find that weakness.
And if I was fbgaming right now, I just wanted to hold on to my weapons, but Quebec goes down in World Edit is all alone with this AWP, and this is going to be basically impossible for him to save this AWP. And is he actually going to try to go for this shot and give away his position with the AWP? That would be so stupid, because then they know where he are and they will just go after him.
Well, jumping across, and yeah, it looks like maybe he wants to wait to take a shot. Oh, good God, blindsided by the scope there. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is looking...
Yeah, look at the body situation. 1,700, 1,400, 1,750 on 3 players here in the fbgaming, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were going for a double eco now, which means we're going to have 14-11 probably in favor of fbgaming.
That's so many tight games today. Only one kind of one-sided one. And Snyder going out with a quick pick into long A here, and he does make 2 happen for him. Brilliant spray control there now, cueing his teammates to just sprint up all the way through Cat to try and get that position before the CTs can establish theirs. And up the CT ramp through CT spawn, Flusher coming in onto them. 2 frags made, and just covering the retreat, but really it's just well that it left at long A, and that was such an amazing round. Going for the risk there, Snyder getting the quick 2, his team sprinting up. Cat, it's just simple after Snyder made that amazing play.
World actually finds the AK hidden in the A house. They actually dropped it up on top of the box, and World jumps up and oh, there's an AK there on the box. Picks it up, but it really doesn't matter. It goes down anyways. And it's going to be really interesting now to see if fbgaming decides to go for a cheap buy or decides to eco. The smart decision would definitely be to go for another eco, but no, they are deciding to buy.
Yep. So Epsilon have been coming back.
Even weirder, they're not buying. They're buying. One player is buying an AWP. So basically, he has no money next round, and the rest of his team has eco.
Okay. Maybe they've had a revolt, and they've usurped World Edit as the leader, and he's like, I'm going to buy, and they're like, no. And but yeah, that's very interesting. And what is actually a Cat right now, and Epsilon are kind of like, oh, hello, it's B-site. Pretty clean, pretty open. Get the bomb down. Keebakin's there. Keebakin with a good little kill on there. He might want to wait for his teammates before he goes forwards, but takes a very bad HE straight to the chest there. So only 9 points of health left for him. He goes down quite easily. Ubeek now coming in. It's like one by one. They're just trickling in. And Ubeek not with anything really, but I think a smoke and a pistol. Yeah. Goes down easily. World Edit catches one in the back. He has to keep this AWP alive.
Exactly. He has to keep it, or else it's just such a failed buy from him. I mean, it can make sense to buy an AWP alone if you yourself have like 10k, and it's seat on dust too, because you can get some easy picks in middle. But when you buy an AWP and you have 0 money left, it doesn't really make any sense.
I can see that.
Because it's not the weapon you buy because you want to keep the opponent's economy low. You buy it because you want to win the round.
It's interesting. Maybe they feel like if they commit a lot of players to one side, the AWP, the guaranteed instant kill, means the teammate picks up a weapon or something like that very easily. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, but still, it's just too big a risk to take.
Yeah, I definitely can see that for sure. And they have the full loadout now, and they actually do get a kill into Snyder. Flusher going to make his way up. Cat now going for the aggression with the AK, gets just eliminated by World Edit there, straight for the headshot with the AWP. And wow, back-to-back kills. Epsilon, Jesper still looking really good with the AWP also. And Natro and Keebakin going to try to make this retake, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be so hard. And Keebakin does take down Modi, but there's so much left to do on the site.
Jesper is in such a good position. However, if fbgaming has a smoke right now, this can become a problem. And they do have a smoke, so they can try to go for that Nina defuse in that smoke.
Oh, and Devilwall gets taken down by Latro. It's just Jesper left.
Exactly.
He's got to hit the shot. He's missing. Oh, he commits to it, and the defuse goes to fbgaming, and they take it to 15-11 now. That was just incredibly important.
Yeah,
so
for
important,
sure.
and just the way that happened is just.
And I've seen so many like power diffuser, not to mention NIPs on DreamHack recently, through that smoke there. So I can't believe like teams still go for that plant. All players go back to long, and they still know like, oh, they can smoke and defuse, and then we're pretty much screwed. Yeah. So I can't understand that decision. I feel it's a safer choice to like stand your ground at A and try to fight.
Seems that way now. Epsilon are forced into a very nasty situation, and they're going to go for the actual mid push here. And World Edit is there, Keebakin is there.
TK.
Oh my goodness, it is a 4-on-3 now. There's so much action. Modi takes down Ubeek, and the bomb is down in mid, and Jesper and Modi have to deal with this situation. Oh, Jesper might get a kill here with the AWP, but he's got to be clutch. Oh, brilliant play from Jesper with the AWP, but he's got 2 more players to take down. They know his position now. Modi might come in from mid, or he could rejoin up with Jesper. There is a lot of time on the clock. They can make this work, but seized. It's all down to Modi right here, right now. If Modi doesn't make this happen, Epsilon are going to go to a third map, and look at that. Good game is called. Unbelievable there. That round, the smoke on the bomb at A site, that retake.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I actually think that Epsilon would have come back otherwise, because then they would have forced fbgaming to yet another eco.
Yeah.
So it's like once again I see that